Sarah, a nurse and community health advocate in the village of Tel. Notice the highest rate of preventable diseases affecting her neighborhood. Determined to make a difference, she started a health education program focusing on hygiene and nutrition. Over 2 years,
The next one now, over 2 years.
Over 2 years, her effort led to a 30% drop in waterborne diseases. She organized workshops that reached more than 200 families, teaching them about proper sanitation and health. Sarah also trained local volunteers to continue spreading this knowledge, encouraging the community to take charge of their health. By understanding the differences, unique challenges, and explaining important health information clearly, Sarah inspired them to join her mission to improve life in Kenya.
Thank you. Clap for them. Raise up your hand. Discussion questions. How do you describe Sarah in a village at Teru? How do you describe her? Yes. Yes, you are the first one. You were the first one to raise up the hand.
Critical thinker.
Yes. What? Yes. One clap for him. Critical thinker. Yes, you are the second.
You can say that Sarah, she can be a good leader.
She's a good leader. One clap. Yes. She's determined. One clap. Yes. Yes, she's dedicated to the village. One clap. Yes. Yes, a problem solver. One clap. Yes. Yes, responsible member of the community. One clap. Yes. Decision maker. One clap. Yes. Hey, she's very educated. One clap. She's even a nurse. Yes. She's very influential. One clap. Yes. She's very caring. One clap. There are people here who are not clapping. And God is seeing you, not me, God. Yes. Responsible. One clap. Yes. Yes. A wise leader. One clap. Yes. Eka? Oh, she's kind. One clap. Yes. Very good. Number one, you have to know Sarah is proactive to change. What do you mean proactive to change? It's someone who wants to what? To change the community, right? To change the community for the better. That's why she took the role of community health advocate. And then we talked about problem solver and took responsibility to solve through education and community. All those answers were so correct. All of them are here. Number two, what would you attribute to her success? What would you attribute to her success? Why did she succeed? Why was she successful? Yes? Yes? Yes, one clap because she was dedicated. Yes?
She was focused on the goal.
Yes, she was focused on the what? Goal. One clap. Yes? Yes, she never gave up. Yes? She was very hardworking. One clap. We clap for you. One clap was here. I'm sorry. You just remind me. I have no problem. All those are correct. You can also add she was a clear communicator. She was a good communicator, right? She was very persistent. Persistent is someone who, even if they fail, they continue working hard, right? Even if the work is difficult, you continue persisting. From there, we ask ourselves, would you consider Sarah a good leader? Discuss. Raise up your hand. Yes? Why?
Because he was able to influence the community to make a change.
Yes, one clap for him. Very good. All of you need to say the same thing. Yes?
Yes, because she identified the problems within the community and government.
Yes, one clap. This is because we said who's a leader. Who did we say a leader is? Yes? Who guides and influences people? Who guides people? Yes? Towards a common goal. He guided people he guided the community towards a common goal. So that is leadership. And that one is good. Now, there's someone I told, number one, we are saying she's a good leader because she inspired others to act. Yes, she encouraged many to join a mission. She empowered others. She had measurable results. But all those answers that you put forward, those are the ones that you're supposed to write, right? In CSL, as long as your answer makes sense according to the activity, is very correct. Okay, you will see, you will find out when I'll mark your work. From there, I want us to go to, what is this called? C.R.E. There's someone I told is going to read C.R.E. Can you come? There's someone there. Can you come? There's someone who wanted to read earlier. Na watu wakamkataza kitabu. Nikamwambia ni atasoma C.R.E. Sara tumemaliza. Ngoja nifungue C.R.E. Sipati C.R.E. I need to have more points because we cannot just talk about C.R.E. Yes. C.R.E. youth mentor. Yes. Can you listen? Can you listen? If I find you open your exercise book, you'll tell me why you're writing. Can you listen about C.R.E.? Yes.
C.R.E. is an educated teacher and leader in Easter. We noticed many young people lack guidance and chances to grow personally. To help, we started a mentorship program called Future Leaders. Through this program, over 150 young people gained skills in leadership, communication, and entrepreneurship. Many went on to play active roles in the community projects and local governments. C.R.E. also encouraged all the youth to mentor younger ones, building a strong supportive network. He inspired the youth by sharing his own story and successes. His mentoring fit their individual needs. He led by example with honesty and accountability.
One clap for him. Hey, he's a good reader. What is your name? You read so well. Discussion questions. How does C.R.E. approach to mentorship contribute to the development of future leaders? You know, you're looking at him and I'm asking questions. You're becoming funny. How does C.R.E. approach to mentorship contribute to the development of future leaders? Yes? Yes. One clap for him. Very good. So he developed their skills, leadership and what? Communication. It was on entrepreneurship. The way you just described it. Very good. Question 2. Why is adaptability important for leaders working with diverse groups? Adapting. You know the meaning of the word to adapt? So, why is adaptability important for leaders working with diverse groups? Diverse groups is different, yes, of different caliber. Groups of different caliber. For example, here we're talking about, if you're talking about students, that's a different group from women, from men, so diverse groups. So, why is adaptability important for leaders working in diverse groups? Yes? Yes?
Because be able to deliver the information clearly.
Yes. One clap for him. You can also add, in order for CAREs to meet individual needs. If you have diverse, everyone their own need is going to be met. If we are talking in the assembly and we talk about something that is concerning students, at the same time, teachers, yes, and in the assembly, you see all of them will be what? Touched individually, right? So it means that, as he said, actually it's very correct. As he said, it is fit for individual needs, each one of you. Even when a teacher is talking in the parade, it considered you individually, not all of you. The messages in the parade are for you alone, not all of you at the same time. Because each one of you is going to receive the message what? Differently. If, let's say, for example, there's a student who is well behaved, and you're talking, because we have diverse groups in the parade. We have you who are very young, you're up to 16, we have those ones 17 to 18, we have others who are 19 here, right? They are older here, students. We also have who are teachers who are between 20 and 30, yes? We have those between 30 and 40, 40 and 50. 50, don't say 60, 60, we will retire. So those are diverse groups. And like when the preacher is preaching, he's not only preaching to you, he's preaching to everyone. So if the leader is adaptability, it means that he can be able to touch you individually. If he talks about people, students who are indisciplined, number one, if you're disciplined, he's just telling you, if you're disciplined, you continue being what? Disciplined. If you're not disciplined, a specific student who's not disciplined, you're being told, can you do what? Improve. Right? Improve. And the one who doesn't want to listen is being told, there's a time that you're supposed to do what? To be disciplined. And I actually like the parents who came here for Form 3. They said, if now you don't tire your brain now, if you don't tire your brain now, in future, you'll tire your body. Kama utachoka akili sasa, vile unaambiwa soma. Nakwambia kusoma ndio kazi ile rahisi kabisa. If you don't tire your brain right now, in future, utachosha mwili. Ukikosa kuchoka hapa sasa hivi unajifanya wewe sitaki kusoma. Kazi zile zinakuja zote ni za kufanya na mwili. Na usidanganywe na mtu, hizo ndio kazi ngumu sana, zina pesa ya kulipa. Lakini wala unatumia akili, anaweka sahihi hivi unapewa milioni 6. Si ndio? Lakini akiwa hapa alichosha nini? Akili. Think about it. You know now we tell you studying is the easiest way for you to be wealthy or to get the life that you want. But you think now it's difficult. Think about someone who woke up very early in the morning, like there was a lot of flood. You are not at all. I wish you can know. You saw the news? Yes. My God. I cannot even tell you the number of cars that went dead. I cannot even tell you the businesses that perished. The people who died. People are being lied to. 28 people died. No, they're not 28. People were swept. You think it's interior? You think it's in the as in where people are born at the rural areas? No, it was in the city. It was in the city. How? Can you keep quiet? It is Nairobi city. It was horror. I cannot even tell you. When you go home, can you go to your TikTok and look at it? You'll be shocked. Yesterday there was even two gentlemen, they are in their 20s, who died in the car. You see Timol, there in Timol. It was flooded in Timol also. The whole of Grobon, all the cars which were being repaired, they even left them. It swept all the cars to one side. Hiya. You see the way you see the expressway? It was like a sea. Water was floating, cars were floating. We even thank God because that water was moving and going away. So because most of the people up there had 4 wheels. The ones who were down. Let me tell you, there were matatus whereby people went up to at 12 p.m. without sleep because the water is up to their legs. You can't get out of the matatu. You are staying there praying. The water is not going down. So the driver cannot move because already the water. Yes, it's already the engine and the matatu is dead. You can't move, you're in between the water now. You are below the water. That is what people were saying. You cannot swim on floods. You can't swim. Swimming was not important. My God, I cannot tell you that the trees or the mabati that you see everywhere was there. You cannot swim. It will kill you. The stones will kill you. You can't swim. Hey, I'm just telling you, it was hot. Swimming was not an important thing. People were not swimming. We pray to God that all our parents are well. All their businesses, I'm telling you, the ones who had their underground, all of it was, actually, if you can see people's houses, the fridge was dead, the TV was dead, the sofas you cannot even use, everything is dead. The washing machine, most of the places, Nairobi, it was horror. We continue. Can we continue? Can we come back? That was by the way. Your parents are okay, you're okay. So we continue. What is he saying? Anasema nini? Amesikia chipo. Can you go on? Can you listen? Young man, can you listen? I was telling you by the way, so that every time you don't start to blame people in the rural areas like here, they're the ones who are flooding. We continue. We were with CAREs. Can you go back to CAREs? So we were talking about adaptability before I told you the story. Question 3. Would you consider CAREs a good leader? Discuss. Yes? Yes, why? Yes, very good. One clap for him. This side, tell me why CAREs was a good leader. Yes? Yes, one clap for him. Very good. He mentored young ones. One clap for him. Yes? Very good. He led by example by being what? Honest. One clap for him. Very good, yes? Yes, he built a strong network with others. Network is where you can be able to talk to different people. Yes, one clap for him. Yes? Yes, one clap for him. Yes? Yes, better future for the people. One clap for him. Yes, Simon? Yeah, he discovered the problem facing young people. One clap for him. So from there, we go to reflection. In reflection, you've been told, write a short paragraph on how you can develop leadership qualities in yourself. Share your work in class. So listen to this paragraph. You can write a paragraph like this. Can you listen? I can develop leadership qualities by setting clear, achievable goals for myself, actively listening to feedback from peers and mentors, and taking responsibility for my actions and decisions. Furthermore, I can strive to be more adaptable when faced with unexpected challenges and maintain a positive attitude to inspire those around me. So from there, we go to the learning corner. Are you at the learning corner? So qualities that help leaders to work effectively. They set clear goals. They clearly communicate. If I'm telling you, if you are a leader, you communicate to it. You tell them, I need you to sweep 10G from 9 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. I want only the boys who are in physics to sweep the class. Those are clear goals. No, I'm not saying that. I'm giving an example. Hey. I'm just giving an boys. Tunyamaze. Hey. You always listen to something. No, I'm just giving an example. I don't know even I gave the example of sweeping. Can you continue talking? If you are a leader, you should also listen carefully to others. You listen carefully. You also be confident with your abilities. If you are a leader, you be confident, like the boys who are reading here. They are very confident, they read well. You have to be, if you are a leader, you have to be very confident. You also have to inspire motivation. You have to motivate others. Also, a leader should be honest. If you are a leader, you should care about the feelings of the others. You should support the relationships of the ones that you're leading. You should be able to take responsibility. You take responsibility. If you are a leader, I won't give now examples from this class because now we are going the wrong way. You should be, as a leader, you should be flexible to change. So, can you open your books at the back? There's a project I want us to write. Open your books at the back.